We're sticking with Joseph in Genesis chapter 39. This is a story I had completely forgotten happened. Joseph is new to the Egyptian court. He was like sold into slavery, and now he's just running around doing. Actually, he's attending. So, okay, here's the hierarchy. There's Pharaoh, there's Pharaoh's attendant, and then Joseph is the attendant of the attendant. And he has Joseph run around freely in his apartment, whatever his quarters are, his room, because whatever he does, God assists Joseph. God assists him. And so he's running around because everything is prosperous. I don't know what that means. Like, are the plants growing more? Are his animals, are his pets nicer? It just says he put him in charge of his household and everything that he owned. The Lord blessed the household of the Egyptian because of Joseph. So what does that mean? Potiphar left everything he had in Joseph's care. He did not concern himself with anything except the food he ate. So, like, what's going on here? Does he have, like, free electricity? The weather's always nice? So he leaves Joseph in there, and he leaves him, like, unattended in the household. And then his wife, Potiphar's wife, starts trying to seduce Joseph. She literally goes, "Hey, come to bed with me." And Joseph's 17, and the chapter says he's well-built and handsome. So she's going after this well-built, handsome 17-year-old, and Joseph's like, no, I can't. Actually, in fact, Potiphar lets me run around carefree, but you're the only thing I can't have. You're the only thing he's refused me. Because all the women in the stories have zero autonomy. So I cannot take you for myself. And then she sends all the household servants away. It's like a different day. All the servants, Joseph comes wandering, he comes wandering in, and there's no servants anywhere. And she grabs him by the cloak and goes, "You gotta get in bed with me." And Joseph goes, no. And he slips out like greased up deaf guy. And he runs away naked. He has no. Well, the implication is that he's naked. It says she took his cloak, and his cloak was left in her hand. So I think he actually is quite close to how I described. And then she totally turns on him. With his cloak, she tells everyone that Joseph was like encroaching on her, like threatening, like he was about to do something. And so Potiphar gets really angry, and he throws him in jail. And Joseph, go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. But then the warden of the jail just puts Joseph in charge of everybody. And apparently this is like a side effect of having God with you. It says, the warden paid no attention to anything under Joseph's care because the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did. So it doesn't matter what Joseph does. I think it was one of the questions I asked in the long form video, but like, does Joseph just... It's not like God is controlling what happens in his life. It's just that whatever Joseph does or happens to go through, God is there to flip all the cheat codes on for him, the life cheat codes. Everything just goes well for him. Grass grows, butterflies land on his face. Joseph just thinks the world is a great place to live because God's making it as comfortable as possible. It's like, I really need you to produce offspring. So we got to keep you alive. We got to keep you comfortable. We got to keep you healthy. I'm not going to affect your genetics. You just happen to be well-built and handsome. And that's where it ends, with Joseph getting success in whatever he does from the Lord. The next chapter is the cupbearer and the baker, which you may remember from cartoons as a child if you grew up in Christianity in the mid to late 90s.